name is Berta for short, and I'm about to lead you through a 30-minute chair yoga sequence. So I hope you'll join me. Make sure you have your water bottle nearby in case you need some water. Feel free to get your family and friends. This is a family-friendly chair yoga sequence, so by all means, I hope you guys join me. So for those of you who are in a regular seat, we want to make sure that the feet are grounded into the floor. And those of you who are going to be in wheelchairs, that's fine. You just want to make sure you're grounded into those foot pedestals, okay? Now, if you're not quite sure if chair yoga is for you, by all means, you can always check with your doctor first and then replay this video when you're ready. So the biggest thing with yoga is we connect our breath to our movement. So we're going to take things nice and slow today. Very nice, gentle movements, nice, easy stretches. So just make sure you listen to your body. We want to make sure that you don't feel any pain. So anytime we come into a stretch or a posture, it should never feel painful. Maybe a little bit uncomfortable, just like you would when you come into a stretch, but not painful. So make sure you listen to your body, and if ever you feel pain, you should stop. And then, of course, check with your doctor and make sure that what you're doing is safe for you. So I'm really thankful and grateful that you guys are here today and joining me. Again, my name is Berta for short, and we're going to do about a 30-minute chair yoga sequence today. So get yourselves comfortable, get your chair. If you don't have one, make sure you have your water bottle nearby, and just start to take a few breaths here. So this is your own breath at first. So you're inhaling and exhaling out the nose, nice and slow. So just noticing the breath here. Maybe you close the eyes for a moment. You can take the eye gaze down towards the floor or close the eyes. Now I want you to envision yourself nice and tall here, rooted down in the sits bones, reaching through the spine all the way through the crown of the head. So like as if there was a string attached to the top of your head, reaching for the ceiling, really elongating that spine. Same thing with the heart space. So the heart is lifted up towards the ceiling, okay? So I just want you to think about being nice and tall, nice and long. Now hands can be on the thighs, down, palms down for more grounding, or up for more receiving. So in yoga, it can be very spiritual for some. So if you feel like you're a little frantic or full of anxiety and just need to kind of just ground down, you can have the hands down, or up for more receiving today to kind of fill yourself with some positivity, right? Whatever you need, okay? So take your time, eyes closed, and just settle into your chair. Still seated nice and tall, noticing the breath here, in and out the nose if you can. And now I want you to start to slow down the breath here. So I want you to think about exhaling a little bit longer than your inhale. So if your inhale, if you count your inhale and it's about 2 or 3 counts long, then your exhale should be about 3 or 4 counts longer. So take about 2 or 3 breaths here. Just really settling into this space. Noticing how the body changes as you breathe. Noticing the chest rise. Noticing the lungs expand. Noticing if those shoulders tense up on you. So if those shoulders tense up when you inhale, let's mindfully keep those shoulders down and back. Starting to feel a sense of relaxation here. Still seated tall, rooted down through the tailbone. So we're going to start off with some breath work today. So nice and gently, I want you to go ahead and take one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. The hand on the belly is just below the belly button approximately. Seated nice and tall still, continuing to breathe in and out the nose, just like you were, and noticing where your breath goes. Noticing how the hands move, noticing if the breath goes more into the belly or more into the chest. Now for some of you who have not practiced any kind of breath work, just take your time here. If ever you feel lightheaded, you can just come back to your natural breath, okay? Nice deep breaths in the nose, out the nose. Now we're going to do something called belly breath. So we're going to inhale, we're going to let that belly fill up with air. So the breath is going to surpass the chest and go straight into the belly. So the belly will rise, and then exhale, the belly will fall. And the belly button will actually reach in towards the spine. So I want you to make sure to exhale out all that air if you can, okay? So inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Make sure to exhale out all that air. Feeling that belly engage somewhat, nice and strong around the core. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. One more time. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Now come back to your natural breath. Inhaling and exhaling out the nose. Now we're going to take that breath into the heart space. So we're going to inhale and the chest will rise. Exhale, the chest will fall. Try to keep those shoulders relaxed. Inhale, chest rises. Exhale, chest falls. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Back to your natural breath. Now noticing where that breath goes. Does it naturally go nice and evenly between the chest and the belly? Or is it more in the chest or more in the belly? Just being aware of where your breath goes. Inhaling and exhaling out the nose, nice and slow on the exhale. Noticing how you feel after that breath work. Sometimes you might feel a little lightheaded if you're not used to breath work, so come back to that natural breath at any time. Good, one more natural breath, and then we're going to release those hands back down to the thighs. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed and down, seated nice and tall. We're going to inhale, we're going to float those arms up, overhead, nice and tall. Eye gaze up, slowly opening up the eyes. And then you're going to bring the hands together and down through heart space. Good. So we're going to do this 3 more times. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands down through heart space. Exhaling out the nose. Make sure to exhale out all that air just like we've been. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more time. Reach those arms up as high as you can. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Beautiful job. Releasing those hands down to the thighs. We're going to come into our seated cow-cats here. So we're going to inhale. We're going to scoop the head forward and then upward, opening up the throat and the heart space. So somewhat arching the lower back a little bit. And then exhale, you're going to bow the head. You're going to tuck the chin under. Belly button reaches for the spine. And you're going to round out those shoulders like a cat back. Inhale, scoop the head forward and up, nice, slow and controlled. Eye gaze up. Exhale, cat back. For this last one, I'm going to turn sideways just to show you. Coming forward into your cat back, you're going to scoop forward and up, arching the back slightly. Remember to listen to your body. Only go as far as you feel comfortable. Exhale, round out the spine, tucking the chin, rounding out those shoulders, and then coming back into a neutral, nice, tall, seated position. Beautiful job. All right. From here, we're going to come into a spinal twist. So take your time here, of course. Make sure those feet are grounded into your pedestals or the floor. Inhale those arms up. And then exhale, we're going to twist to one side. Now, either side is fine. You're going to reach towards the back of you, maybe the back of your chair. The front hand will go to the outside of that front thigh. Now, you're gently going to press against the thigh, and you're going to take the eye gaze up and over the shoulder, the back shoulder. Good, you're still nice and tall here, reaching through the crown of the head. Remember that string. Good, gently release. Inhale back to center. Exhale, spinal twist, other side. Front hand to the thigh, back hand, maybe it reaches the chair, eye gaze over the back shoulder. Remember, we're reaching through the crown of the head, through that string to the top of the ceiling. One more deep breath. Gently release. Now we're going to do that 2 more times. You go as slow as you need to. Inhale up. Exhale, spinal twist. You're holding the posture, but not your breath. You're still breathing here. Good. Gently release. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, spinal twist, other side. Gently release. Inhale, nice and tall. 1 more time each side. Exhale, spinal twist. Good. Gently release. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Good. Gently release. Come back to center. Hands on the thighs. Give me 1 cow-cat here. So you'll inhale again. Scoop the head forward and up. Reaching the heart space up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, rounding out the back and the shoulders into your cat back. Good. Coming back into that neutral seated position. Coming into our side bends here. So we're going to inhale those arms up again. And then we're going to release 1 hand down. You can hold on to the chair here if that's comfortable. And you're going to reach that opposite arm up and over. So getting a nice stretch in the side body here. Really rooting down in those hips, making sure the hips stay in the chair. Now make sure that the chest doesn't round forward here. We want the chest up still. Arm is up and reaching across, eye gaze up as well. Inhale, you'll come back up into center. Exhale, other side. Again, making sure to exhale out all that air. Continue to breathe. Eye gaze up if you can. Good. Next, inhale, you'll come up. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. Good. You're breathing in and out the nose here if you can, but if it's more comfortable to breathe out the mouth, that's okay. Exhale, over. Sometimes it feels good to exhale out the mouth. So just listen to your body and do what feels really good to you today. Inhale, up. Last time. Exhale, reach. Beautiful job. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Release those hands to the thighs. Give me 1 cow-cat here. Inhale, scoop it forward. Exhale, cat back. Good. Take a moment here just to sit still, nice and tall. Check in with the body and notice how you feel. Couple of breaths here. Eyes can be closed if you'd like. Just taking a moment to check in. Beautiful. Nice deep breaths. Good. Gently releasing the eyes back open. Inhale, release those arms up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Good. We're going to release those hands down to our sides. We're going to work on the neck and shoulders here. So we're reaching those hands down towards the floor. They're not just hanging out by the sides, okay? You're actively reaching. Like you can't bend over, but you're trying to reach for something on the floor, okay? So you're reaching, really lengthening that area in between the ears and the shoulders, okay? All right, so from here, we're going to release the ear to one shoulder. Either side is fine. Inhale, and then exhale that chin across the chest to the other side. Now, please take your time here. Notice if you feel any tension along the way. Exhale that chin across the chest again. Take your time. So now, if you do notice a really tight spot along the way, maybe you hold there, still reaching those hands down. Hold in this position where you feel that tense spot and breathe. 1 nice deep breath cycle. And then continue along the way. So you can go at your own pace here. Take your time. If it feels good to you, you may go into full neck circles here. Just take your time. Be very, very mindful. If you have any neck issues, you may want to skip the full neck circles. So listen to that neck and shoulders. Do what feels best to you. Maybe you just stick with those half circles here. At least one more time each side. Eventually meeting me with the ear to one side. Either side is fine, still reaching that opposite hand down. Now, the same side that the ear is to the shoulder, you're going to take that hand on top of the head for a gentle press down. Now, again, if you have neck issues and you don't want to add more here, you don't have to. Okay, you can just stick with the neck circles. But if you want a little gentle extra stretch here, you can gently press the head down. Good. Gently release that hand. Take that chin across the chest to the other side. And then adding that same side hand on top for a gentle press down. Remember to listen to your neck here. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to. Good. Gently releasing that arm down. Let's bring that chin towards the chest, looking downward, adding both hands behind the head for a gentle press forward. Now, I want you to keep the hands behind the head, keep those elbows open, and then I want you to press the head into the hands, coming into a nice tall seated position. So you're actively pressing the head into the hands, and the hands into the head. Now you're going to start to take, if you want more, you're going to start to take the eye gaze up towards the ceiling, heart space towards the ceiling as well, almost coming into a slight back bend if you're able. Again, listen to your body, breathe. And then gently come back up into that tall seated position. Release those hands down to the sides. Beautiful job. Give me some shoulder rolls here. About 3 or 4 times this direction. And then 3 or 4 times forward. Make them nice and big. Good. Do what feels good here. Nice big shoulder rolls. Feel free to sip your water here if you need to. When you're done, we'll release those hands down to the thighs and then just check in. We're going to sit for a moment, sip your water again. From here, you're just going to check into those shoulders and the neck. Notice how it feels now after the movement that we just did. You can close your eyes, a couple of breaths. Hopefully, we're releasing some tension here for you. One more deep breath. Gently opening up the eyes, coming into one seated cow-cat. Inhale, scoop the head forward. Exhale, cat back. Beautiful job. Coming back into that seated position, nice and tall. All right, we're going to work on those shoulders a little bit here. Taking those hands on top of the shoulders. Now, I want the elbows up, out to the sides. From here, we're going to create some nice little circles. So we're going to draw some circles with those elbows, or chicken wings, if you will, right? Bring those elbows all the way out, around, and down. Out, around, and down. Really opening up the elbows as wide as you can, opening up the chest here, getting that full rotation in the shoulders. Good job. All right, here we go. We're going to reverse now. So bring the elbows together, and then you're going to go up, out, around, and then back together. Up, out, around, and bring it back together. 2 more times. Good job. Good. Last time. Beautiful job. Releasing those shoulders and arms down. Give me one cow-cat. Inhale, scoop it forward. Really lengthening the spine here. Exhale, cat back. Good. Coming back into that neutral seated position. All right. I hope you're doing well. All right, we're going to take one arm across the body. So either arm out, nice and strong. We're going to bring it across the body, and then we're going to hug that arm in and give yourself some wrist circles. Now, we want to make sure that that shoulder doesn't creep up into the ear. It always wants to come up, right? The shoulders always want to come out and play, but not today. So keep that shoulder relaxed. Hug that arm in. Give yourself some nice big wrist circles. Good. Both directions. And point and flex. Beautiful. Gently release. We'll do the other side. Take it out. Bring it across. Hug it in. Wrist circles. Good. About 3 or 4 times again, each direction. Make sure you switch directions. And point and flex. Perfect. Gently release. All right, a couple of shoulder rolls. Kind of shake it out a little bit. We're going to work down the arm into those wrists and forearms here. So I want you to create a fist, okay? Now I want you to bend at the wrist, okay? I want you to keep, you're already feeling a stretch in that wrist, yes? So I want you to keep that bend in that wrist the whole time here, okay? So keep that bend, and now I want you to just add a little self-massage to that forearm. So you can do some little circles with the thumb here. You can even just massage straight down the forearm. I want you to do what feels good here. Keep the bend of the wrist, really working in that wrist here. Good, take your time. Massage. You are applying as much pressure in the massage as you want, keeping that stretch in the wrist. And then when you're done, you're going to release that palm towards me. Okay? Make sure that shoulder doesn't come up into the ear. Keep that shoulder down, palm towards me. Now you're reaching those fingertips back towards the elbow, reaching them back as far as you can. Now, if you want more here, you can add the other hand to press back the fingers. You can bend at the elbow a little bit if you need to, okay? Breathe, shoulders relaxed, nice and even on that press back. Feeling it in the forearm, the bottom part of the arm here, feeling it in the forearm. Good, gently release, and then let's stretch out each one of those fingers. Just one at a time. Good, and don't forget the thumb. Good, fist release, maybe a couple more of those wrist circles. Oh, feels so good. All right, other side, create a fist, bend at that wrist. Good, keep the bend in the wrist the best you can, and then add some self-massage here. Massaging the wrist and down into that forearm. You didn't know you were going to get some massage today, did ya? Surprise! All right, remember you can massage down the forearm, keeping that bend in the wrist, circles or lines, circles or lines, your choice. Good, when you're ready, we'll release that palm towards me, okay, shoulders down and back, reaching those fingertips back towards the elbow the best you can. Now this might be enough for your stretch here for your forearm, but if you want more, you'll gently press those fingers back. Take your time. That shoulder always wants to come out and play. Keep the shoulders down. You can bend the elbow a little bit if you need to. There you go. Good. Gently release and then give each one of those fingers a nice, gentle stretch. And don't forget the thumb. Good. Fist release, fist release. Good. A couple more circles. Ah. Feels good. I hope that feels good to you. All right, hands on the thighs. Let's do one more seated cow-cat here. Inhale, scoop it forward. Exhale, cat back. Good job. Coming back into that neutral stance. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more breath work before we finish our time together today. So let's go ahead and take that hand to the heart and the hand to the belly. Again, just like we did in the beginning. But this time, we're going to fill up the glass. Okay? So if your chest, all the way from your chest down to your belly is a big, tall glass, we're going to fill that glass up today. Okay? So as you breathe in, the belly will rise first, and then the chest. So you fill the glass up from bottom to top. Hold for a split second at the top. We're actually going to do 4 counts here. So we're going to inhale for 4. We're going to do a 4 count hold at the top, and then a 4 count exhale from the chest down to the belly. 4 count hold, and then again. Okay, we're going to try to do this at least 3 times. Again, hand on the heart and one hand on the belly, just below the belly button. All right, so here we go. Inhale, belly rises. Chest rises. Fill up the lungs as far as you can. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slow out the nose. Chest falls, belly falls. It's approximately a 4 count. If you need to go slower or a little bit quicker on your breath, that's fine. Just take your time here. Inhale, fill the glass. Belly rises, chest rises. Hold at the top. Exhale, nice and slow, pour the glass out. Chest falls, belly falls. You got it. 2 more times if you can. Inhale, belly rises. Chest rises. Hold. Exhale, chest falls, belly falls. If you'd like to close your eyes here, you can, focusing on your breath. Let's fill the glass one more time. Inhale, belly rises. Chest rises. Hold. Exhale, pour out the glass. Chest falls, belly falls. Coming back to your natural breath, in and out the nose. Evenly distributing that breath into the chest and the belly here. You can go ahead and release those hands down to the thighs. Let's go ahead and keep the eyes heavier closed for just a moment. And I want you to check in with the body here, noticing how the body feels. Noticing those shoulders, the arms, the wrists, the palms, each finger. Noticing the chest, the neck, and the throat. I want you to release the tension in the jaw here. So just stop clenching the jaw. Maybe you even open up the mouth. Or you kind of stretch out the jaw. You can shake, or you can shimmy the jaw side to side, forward and back. Maybe you stick out the tongue here. Kind of stretch out. Maybe even scrunch up the face and release. Scrunch up the face and release. Stick the tongue out, releasing any facial tension here. Come back to your breath. Settle in. Releasing those hands up, taking your pointer finger and your middle finger to your temples, and just give yourself a nice little gentle massage. So the temples just behind to the side of the eyes here before the hairline starts. Just a nice gentle massage. Very, very little pressure. Making little circles here. Continuing to breathe. Slow down the circles. And then reverse. Do your circles in the opposite direction. Good. And then gently release those hands back down to the thighs. Eyes are still heavy or closed. Seated tall. Reaching that chest up towards the ceiling. That string is still attached to the top of the head towards the ceiling as well, nice and tall. Shoulders relaxed down and back. Hands again can be up for more receiving here or down for more grounding. And just settle in here. Come back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling out the nose. We're just going to take these last couple of moments for class just to be. Breathe. You be you. Take a moment here just to be still and be present. Giving yourself a moment to breathe, to observe how you feel. Not only physically, but emotionally, spiritually. Just take this moment to check in, acknowledging how you feel. There is no right and wrong way to feel. Your feelings are your feelings. Taking a moment to breathe, observe those feelings, acknowledge them, and notice if those feelings are positive or negative. And if they are negative, hopefully this practice, if you continue to practice your yoga and movement, you can move through that negativity and transform it into positivity. Continuing to breathe, changing your mindset here. Meditation, we do it all the time. If you've ever worried before, you have meditated. Meditation just means to think. And if you're worrying, you are thinking about what you're worrying about, so therefore meditating. So taking this last minute to meditate. Find one thing that you can focus on, be it your breath. Try to keep the mind clear. And as soon as you notice a thought come in, you let it go. Try to keep that mind clear, focus on the breath only. About 30 more seconds here. Feeling a sense of peace, stillness, maybe even a little bit of joy, just to get to move your body today. On your next inhale, take those arms up overhead, nice and slow. Eye gaze up, bringing those hands together, opening the eyes, and bringing those hands down through heart space. It has been an honor to share this time and space with you. The light inside of me honors and truly respects the light inside of each and every one of you. Namaste, and thank you for your time.